ready. I got the game up. I got the scoreboard ready.
I'm ready.
And you know what the best thing about this morning has been? After this tournament, I have like maybe 40 minutes left, and then Feyenoord is going to play. This is going to be amazing. This is just a great day.
Then what? Feyenoord.
Yeah. For a second, I thought I was going to win.
Day suddenly.
No, they're going to win some.
Right.
The losing days are over. All right, I'm ready. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on, Starboy. There we go. Our barcode Terran, also known as INnoVation, is our Terran player spawning on the south side of Heavy Rain, as he's going to go up against the Zerg Boy Wonder, as I like to call him. The young man from Stardew, it is of course Alive, who is our red Zerg spawning on the top side of Heavy Rain. But when you invited these guys and they said yes to your tournament, how stoked were you?
I was really happy. Like, I couldn't believe when I asked almost everybody to play in this tournament, and like all the top players, these guys like Teja, Hero, Life, INnoVation, they all said yes. I was like, oh my god, like I cannot believe they're actually accepting to play in this tournament. But if you look at it though, like even though they are revealing part of their play, it's only 5 matches. You need to win 5 matches. You could lose one in group stage, but other than that, you win 5 series and you win $3,000. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it's a really good deal.
That's
considering the fact, like, often they have to travel around the world, and you know, $3,000. That's even for big tournaments. It's often like the top 4 finish, and not always can you guarantee yourself a top 3 finish. And sometimes even like a 3rd place finish or a 4th place. Either way, it's a lot of money on the line, and I think you had a really just an excellent player lineup. And when I saw the announcement, I was like, that's going to be a really cool tournament. And I saw you invited Nathanius, and I was like, wow, thought D-back. But then you found out who your true friends were. Just kidding, of course, guys. Nathanius is a great guy. Unfortunately, he had a last-minute invitation to cast something else, something big, and you know, sometimes you have to make decisions in life, and can hardly blame him. But I'm happy, in a way, I'm happy that he had another job offer, and we were able to, or a job offer isn't a big word, a casting opportunity. So it allowed me to cast. It's been fun. I enjoyed myself.
Who do you think is the favorite here in this match? Who's your personal favorite?
I would go with Life. Life is just, he's my favorite Zerg player in the world. I love watching him.
He's your man crush. But he's not a man yet.
Well, I think I could get arrested for that in a lot of countries, so let's not go that far. But yeah, he's amazing, man. I love this kid. He's so good.
Alright. Looks like Life wanted to open with a hatchery first here. He's going to take his gas and spawning pool behind this. I expect nothing else but solid play from these guys. I don't think we will ever see them cheese too much in a match this important. Remember, the loser of this match does not win any money. This is the most important, the pivotal match in this tournament. Also, I guess you could say this could be the finals of the tournament. So whoever wins here is going to have a very good chance at going much further in the tournament and possibly win it. Because these guys, they're always a big favorite in whichever tournament they enter.
Yeah, you got a couple of great storylines unfolding as well, man. There's a chance that you can actually have a rematch of the DreamHack Winter Finals between Teja and Live. How sick is that? Then you also have the Liquid Clash, which is just a classic by now. Teja versus Hero, it's happened so many times. And then an INnoVation perhaps, or Live gonna go up against the Boss Stars. Well, Boss Stars is someone who needs no introduction, so it's just perfect how this tournament has been unfolding so far. And we had the pleasure while we see this Reaper doing some work on these links, but Life being a boss, of course, doesn't really lose anything.
Yeah, but that's Reaper, man. It looks like a superhuman. It's dancing, shooting at the same time. This is ridiculous.
We casted one game of Live early this tournament on this map where he played against 4GG, and with all due respect to 4GG, it seems like Live almost made it look easy. Well, one Reaper will fall, but one drone will fall, but the Reaper should fall as well, and the second Reaper gets surrounded.
Wow.
Live.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it. As much as sometimes you might see people pull drones to try and kill like a worker or some harassing units, especially in the lower leagues, will happen every single time. You can bait it very easily. Here, this is Life and INnoVation we are talking about. This is the highest caliber of Zerg versus Tyrann you will ever see. It's definitely worth it to get rid of that Reaper here for Life. He lost some mining time, but now no information can be taken from INnoVation. His first 2 Hellions are going to be the harassing units, and the creep thread already began.
Life did make a minor mistake, as that one drone that was morphed into an extractor to save his life actually finished up. Of course, not the end of the world, but you know, it's not something he wants. This is actually a little bit of a mistake. He's sacrificing 4 links here.
Yeah, he didn't.
Then again, I guess Speed wasn't ready yet, so they were bound to fall anyways.
And with that third command center, INnoVation is basically going to launch himself into the mid game quite nicely. We'll see if he chooses to add extra barracks or engineering base first, as Life pretty strong creep spread, and I feel this is just only because he was able to kill those Reapers that he's done that. It's funny because Life took one of the extractors on his expansion, but he's not mining from it.
Yeah, because I think it was a mistake, like I mentioned before. I think he morphed a drone that was low in HP into an extractor, and then he was busy dealing with the Reapers. I wouldn't mind at all seeing a double eBay follow-up. Okay, it's not going to be the case, as we see an additional Rex go down, and he will build another one next to the reactor. Nothing wrong with it, of course, but I think that this was the type of game where INnoVation could have gotten away with some super greedy play, because these Hellions represent a lot of map vision, map control in a weird way, and you know, it is Life. Life doesn't really cheese very often. Like every now and then you see him do something crazy, but this kid is hella confident, and hey, if I was that good, I'd be hella confident too. So every now, most of the time,
good, I would just run out naked on the streets and show everyone my confidence, man, because Life is good, and I'm not confident, and I'm not ever gonna run out naked in the street.
If you're running around naked, you'd probably be a whole lot less confident. There's not that much to be confident about, you.
Wow. Thanks, Rory. It's always nice to cast with you.
Double eBay going up in the back of INnoVation's main base, of course, that was the expected follow-up after he dropped those 2 additional Rexes. Now, what we saw of Live against Porgy is that he waited a long time with his Mutalisk. Like, he didn't rush the Mutalisk at all. He just dropped 4 hatch. He went up to like 89 drones before the first Mutalisk entered the battlefield. But he was able to get away with it because a ridiculous amount of links and Baylinks were able to just kind of control the pace of the game. And I think we're going to see a similar style out of him in game number 1 here against INnoVation.
Yeah, INnoVation, man. I'm in awe watching how well he's macroing, throwing down barracks at perfect time. And I know he's gonna keep on doing this. As this whole game passes by, he's gonna keep on macroing right, never going up over 500 minerals or anything. He's already got his 3rd command center. He's gonna throw down an additional barracks now, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see the armory being thrown down. So he's actually making a lot of barracks very early on here, instead of, I guess it's correct because he's getting some reactors on 2 of his barracks, so he doesn't have the production capability for the moment to really spend all that money anyway. And I like the choice of Life to close down these rocks here, to kill them, because now those Hellions, they're gonna have a very hard time getting in there. They have to go all the way around. And by the way, the creep spread is pretty sick in this game.
Hellions are afraid to step on creep. I like what you said, Barry. I like how you mentioned all these Rexes, because that's exactly what's going on. INnoVation, soon his economy or his production is going to absolutely explode. Life might be able to get a really good scout off here, and he does. He will see all of these Rexes and all these reactors. In this phase of the game, that might be like, hey, that's a lot of Rexes, man. That's like 2 more than I expected you to have. So we can immediately see 30 Zerglings on the production tab. He's going to start 2-2 immediately. Life is going to need to produce only units from this point.
Yeah.
He has a sick economy of 75 drones against only 44 SCVs.
Oh, and that base on the left-hand side. It's vulnerable to Hellions. Hellions are going to get in there. Actually, they're wasting time on some creep tumors. INnoVation is going to be scared to step on creep. He didn't know that those units were out of position here for Life. He could have gotten in there, killed some drones, and maybe even evacuate, but sadly for him, he cannot see the whole map like us.
No, StarCraft is a lot easier when you see the whole map. Every now and then I always think I'm good after I cast a lot, and then I start playing again. It's like, man, I wish I saw more. It's particularly funny because my scouting is horrible in general. Either way, I think he wants to keep those Hellions alive. They can help out a little bit, perhaps in soaking up some Baylinks, while the first links are engaging. It's all going to come down to control from this point. Look at the minimap. It's a string of blue making its way north, but Life has 80 drones. He doesn't have that much larva to work with, so he needs to survive a little bit, and if he does, he's going to be in good shape.
Yeah, the army supply right now, though, is 80 to 31. This is what I talked about. All of these barracks, they're pumping out so many Marines.
Wow.
There is Widow Mines, Hellions, Marauders, Medivacs in support, and INnoVation, he's done so much damage. I don't think Life quite expected that. He was trying to reach his ideal production and drone counts. His macro hatch finished very, very late. Now his fourth base is saturated, but he's just going to lose so much. Even one of these evolution chambers is about to fall, and GG is going to be called. That was a very sudden death here for Life.
As you said, man, a ridiculous amount of Rexes, a little quicker than we're used to. And INnoVation, despite opening up 3 orbitals, never even bothered to flow that orbital down.